Um, hopefully your power stays on this time. I really do. So where were we last time? I can't remember. Oh, we were doing this thing, you know, trying to figure out how to redstone, you know. Like we've got a little bit of time. Oh, too bad, Zib. We've got a limited amount of time. We need to get this done today. Not only built in creative, but built in survival as well. So, give me a second. So we need to figure out this bit, and there's one more bit I want to. Oh yeah, I wanted to tweak how this works down here, and I want to add. I think to reset these to burn the items. I think that's what we need over here. Let's reset this platform up. So we're gonna need two things we need to do: reset jukebox. And these pressure plates over here is when someone new comes in, they'll walk over it and auto resets the game. So that's a good one. So I think this is the crucial part of the entire game. It's not only tells the length of the game, but it's also like music, you know. Found this the game won't function. So let's brain and see what I can come up with. Let's see. So let's do this. I'm very unsure if it's going to work, but you know. I don't think it's going to work, but let's try again. It's doing the exact opposite. The exact opposite. What we do need is interesting. Let's reset the game one more time. Oh, now you're stuck? No, you're not stuck. So what do we do? If I do this, it will lock there. So what if I do whatever my brain tells me what to do? Because I really think it's going to be solved by doing this somehow. And dude, my brain's not braining. What do I do? Brain is not braining. What's the umming and arms, you know? I don't need you. You're too much. You're hurting my brain. What we can do is talk about last night. Yeah. It was something. It was something. But I think we will keep that for later. Later. Isn't that how the British say it? Later. See you later, mate. So I do think like I do feel like this is going to be a solution, but I'm very unsure in what scenario this will be a solution to one of my problems, you know? Okay, so if we start the game, you're immediately, don't do it immediately, why? Nuh-uh. Maybe one of you should be inverted? What if I double power that? Now this is not going to work in any way or form I want it to work. Let's see. This is going to depower it. So what we need is we need to think better and do better. Because this is definitely not going to work. Not in this world. Maybe in another, but not this one. See, if I do this, what the words, but it will do exactly the same thing. Let's try again. See, this is signal 10. Maybe we need to try and make something that powers only when it's at signal 0. But it's just gonna be a blind comparator like that. That's not going to work. Because I really want this so we can invert this so we can send the signal from the restart thing. When you fail the game from over here, it will also reset the entire game through this jukebox. So we need to find a way to do that, because of course we're going to have to go this side. Or maybe not. We can go still this side and do this, and we can just link up that over here. But we want this to be inverted as well. So why am I doing all these extra steps? So we can take a signal from this thing over here. Don't need an inversion, do we? Cool. So here's the reset thing when you lose the game. Great. What we need to do is reset this whenever this goes off. How do we do it? I don't know. I have no idea. I'm not that smart. But we'll figure out. We need to do it quick, because I want this thing to be ready on the server before midnight. My brain's already broken. Don't worry. I've been at this the entire day. I'm fine. I need, there's so much to do here. I still need to balance out the game in here, because the items dropped way too frequently inside. I need to change the amount of time it takes for a lamp to go down, so I need to either increase or decrease this. It's a lot to do. My poor little brain. So, game resets, pushes up there, collects the thing. How does one detect an empty jukebox? Obviously it has no signal, so how do we detect having no signal? I was thinking an observer, but it's gonna trigger twice. And it's gonna trigger when it's updated. So maybe, what if we do a pulse extender? You know, like detect it going off like this, but we had an inverted pulse extender. Let's see, do we have enough space for a pulse extender? Just enough. Just enough. Just enough. Nice. So let's get this like this. No, wrong way. Oh, you're going to be an issue, aren't you? Are you going to be an issue? Move your butt. All the way up here. I'm so used to be able to just fly through blocks using Axiom. I can't do it here. Okay. You are moved out of the way. We have a pulse extender. Now we need the pulse extender to send a signal downwards. So we're gonna do it over a pizza like this. Like this. We have like this, and So we have the signal go downwards. So we issue. So this is permanently on. Do we have to depower that to reset? Because if we... I do feel like we need to depower this. I do feel like it, because now that I think about it, this is going to just power and just mean nothing to this torch. So we need an OR gate. Redstone doesn't make sense to me. Yes, it absolutely doesn't make sense to me either. It's spaghetti code. It's not. It's like I've made a lot of things. I've made one of my favorite games ever in this game in Minecraft using redstone. You know, I'm really proud of it. If you haven't seen the back end of this game on me explaining how my thought process is, so you might want to go ahead and totally not plugging this and watch the latest video of my YouTube channel. But I made one of my favorite games using redstone. Well, I say one of my favorite games. One of the games I'm most proud of. It really took a really long time making that game. I'm really proud of it. There's my attempt at failing making tic-tac-toe. This is a game I'm working on. I'm not gonna spoil it. I'm not. Well, I'm gonna be working on it in future streams and stuff. Now, this game is a game inspired by Tango's game in a Tangler, where you jump the lava and stuff to collect the items, but it's different. Because you have to keep it alive for 5 minutes. The only way you can keep it alive is by going to platform to platform. You don't have the ability, oh dang it, you jump over to the next block. Of course you will be able to do this, but you'll burn to death. So when the game starts, well, it won't start right now, these platforms will go down. So once every platform is down, you're kind of done. Redstone can be fun. I'm just not smart enough. Maybe one day I'll understand. To be honest, it's not that hard. Just, you know, just get in there, you know? You get sucked in. It's really fun. Like, ever since I started playing Minecraft on mobile, like ages ago, redstone was my thing. And then I joined a server at some point, and then I decided, you know, I want to be impressive. I don't want to build cool stuff, you know. So I started building more and doing less redstone. So now I'm following the nature. I don't want to say nature. My passion of making games and using Minecraft as an engine to make games and stuff. You know, it's really fun. So this is a game idea I had. Before I started building this, because once I started building this and added the life counter, because the original idea was you'd run around to my base collecting trash. So this is phase 1. Once all the trash are collected, the light will go on. This it's kind of broken because the end gate needs to be on, you know. But once you get all the lights on, you get the thing. But it just didn't cut it, you know, because then I'm gonna run around my base, dig a bunch of holes, add a bunch of randomizers like on top of my head and stuff, you know. So I started working on the game inspired by Tango's game. It's a bit hurting my brain. It's had so many versions of different stuff, you know. Now the game is called Feed the Pumpkins, you know, because you gotta feed the thing pumpkins to be alive, you know. I want to make a game at one point, but I ended up spending more time writing lore to said game and just never made it. But that's actually something that's on my bucket list. I've had a mascot horror game idea for a very long time, and I really want to get it, like, make it alive, you know, bring my idea to life. But the thing is, I'm not very smart. I've used Godot to make a simple like the dino game, and I fluffed it up. So what I did is I followed the tutorial every step of the way, but I used my own textures and stuff, and my own values and attributes or whatever. And I just started, I got lazy, and I saw the person that has made the tutorial posted the entire project on GitHub. So I was smart enough to go ahead and download it and import it without realizing I imported it to the existing thing, which corrupted my original textures and everything. So you know, I'm smart, I'm smart like that. So where were we? Oh yeah, I want to talk about why I'm so sleepy. Why haven't I slept? What the heck is going on? So last night, in the middle of the night, I say we heard a strange knocking on the window. It was like one knocking, like, like how Alden in The Big Bang Theory knocks on Penny's door, like to hit like knock knock Penny. That's exactly what we heard on the window. I don't know how to explain this, but dude, I couldn't sleep after that, because there's no signs of any human being able to get into the yard or anything. I checked the cameras, there's nothing. What are you doing? Autobot, you're a pain in the butt. Yeah, oh yeah, I forgot you said about your... Yes, that's a subject for another time. I really hope you sleep tonight, because I have got a driving lesson tomorrow. But I really want to figure out this, because I really want to build this before I go to bed. Okay. So, my bets are on this. Sleep is important, but I just haven't had any. So this is going to, we want that to be the opposite. So how do we convert this to only turn on whenever this has no signal? Torch, maybe? Maybe? I don't know. Would it work? Am I smart enough for this? Why did I add a comparator? I don't know. I don't know why I added a comparator. Comparator is absolutely useless. I'm placing on the wrong blocks. A big, very entertaining. Give me you. Give me you, buddy. So if this is going to permanently power this thing. I won't power this. Locking repeaters. So when this is on, let's turn it on. I'm gonna turn off the music sounds things so we can focus. So if we take this and we do this, means we can get a signal from here. Good. Okay, so let's take this all the way here. Let me just do that. We can just do that. So what if we lock this repeater from a signal that comes from here? Which means it shouldn't bring down a signal. Oh, it needs to be locked at the correct time. So this is borked. This doesn't work at all, not in the slightest. Look at the thing ticking down. Look at my redstone working, peeps. Look at that. What, is this game gonna make everyone rage? No, it's not. No, it's not. For instance, the jumps are more simpler, but as you can see, the longer you take to feed this guy, the less available platforms you're gonna have. You're gonna have these 4 platforms left, or you're gonna get stranded over here. You know? If you don't feed the guy the pumpkins, you know? So, if you've got 5 minutes, well, I think it's plenty of time to keep the thing alive. But the drops are decent, you know? So, it shouldn't be able to rage people. Well, at least I hope not. You know? If it makes people rage, I will tweak the game. Because I want people to have fun. I don't want people to have a miserable time playing my game. I say my game. The original idea came from Tango. I just made a knockoff version of whatever he did, you know? Yeah, just need to reset. I'm so smart. That's the wrong thing. Before raging can be fun sometimes, yeah. Yeah, but you don't want to make the game unplayable, you know? You don't want people to get mad. It's like, I'm never going to press the wrong buttons again. I'm never going to play that game again, because every time I kept losing and losing and I kept no score. You know? Because this game is going to be part of Craftal event thing, you know? So I want it to be fun and also like not time consuming. If you want to, you can do this with a friend. I do recommend doing it with a friend, but it's also, you're also able to do this alone. Where were we? We were struggling with that. So, yeah. Yeah. We were struggling. Ain't life just a struggle? Do 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 do. Building Minecraft. I can't sing, you know. I'm bad at it. I don't know if you guys have played Secret of the Mimic from FNAF, but there's a little song that's in the secret, one of the secret endings. The moon is singing, and it's stuck in my head. Fair enough. I just like annoying people too much. Any game I make that exists purely to be a troll. Love it. You know, the egg game Azuma played last night had sparked some ideas in my brain. You know, it made me realize that game can be a top-down view game as well. You don't have to be in first person, being awkward and stuff, but I think that's part of the quirkiness, you know. But if it was me making a game, I would have made it like a top-down game. Like you have your main egg thing, and then your egg stuff, and then you have your central processing unit where all the eggs get stuff in. So you have different eggs. So you'll start off by having your one egg pumping in here, and then it's going to want the other egg. And at some point, you're gonna in the game, you're gonna introduce a factory. And then you're going to want is to reroute it into the factory, but also route it into this, so you can produce a colored egg, you know. And then it scales up because there's different things, like different eggs you can make, different combinations and stuff. Blooming pumpkin version of egg game? I mean, roller pumpkins. Yeah, like I talk a lot about like me enjoying making games. I can't make a game in a game engine to save my life, you know. Uh-oh. Made a boo-boo. Should probably tighten up the thing. It fell down. No. Okay. Focus, Bloomin', focus. What else detects the ending of a game? That detects the ending of a game. That's for sure. That torch right there. And so what we can do is, whenever someone fails, it will reset the game. That we can do, you know? This we can do. That's done, you know? I don't need to invert the signal. I could just do this. Game engines are difficult to understand. My dad talked to me through making a basic game, and I never touched it again. Yeah, to me it's not confusing. I'm very impatient when it comes to things like that, you know? Like in Minecraft, it's very instantaneous. I can make a logic gate in Minecraft pretty easy, you know? But having to I really enjoy coding, but having to sit there, you know, I have all these ideas and I'm struggling my butt off to bring them to life. That's so I'd rather be the leader in the game in the game dev, you know, coming up with the ideas, you know. That's me in a nutshell. I'm an idea person. Okay, so now where's the disk? Game runs out. Let's simulate the game that runs out. And that should have reset. That didn't not enough signal strength. I have patience for things. I overcommit way too much. That's the opposite of me. I don't. Hey Ram, how you doing? Welcome in. Game starts. Game fails. You get reset. Right. That's working. What we do need is now to officially make the game end for real. How do we do that, you know? Because one thing I also don't have is a winning detection system. But I think we can detect that by the jukebox running out. Because we already have a fail detection. If the jukebox run out, means you won. Your time's over. Why pumpkins? Because that's the theme of the craft tour event, pumpkins. The first day I lost my pumpkins, I found it. The second day he had brain not braining. The second day you had to find a button, which is still active by the way, you can still find that button. And now there's gonna be more added to the lore of me talking to a pumpkin monster and ended up in the belly of it, you know. And I have to feed the pumpkin to stay alive inside the belly. You know? It's silly ideas, you know. Remember to hydrate, chat. Hydrate or dehydrate. Because there's... And the only thing I need to do is figure that bit out. When the game is basically done, then it's just like balancing. I just headcanon it as a Blooming just really likes pumpkins. I hate pumpkins. They're the worst tasting vegetable ever. They're the worst. I don't like them. I don't like pumpkins. Although the texture is nice, you know, in building stuff. But they look cool. I mean, What's so scary about a pumpkin anyways, you know? It's a vegetable. It's like being scared of someone in a coma. They can't do anything. But they do look cool. The texture in Minecraft look cool. It really does. I just had the idea. What if you don't feed it pumpkins, but you feed it pumpkin pies? It being a vegetable is scary itself. I agree. Vegetables are scary. I tried to make a pun about a vegetable being scary, but I couldn't think of one. Darn it, bloomin'. Scary vegetables. Scary. I want to compact this. This is absolutely absurd. This is huge. I think I don't need observers here. I don't need observers. Why, I can do this without observers, you know? No. I can do... This can be done without that. It doesn't have to be so bulky. Look at this, and look at this. We can have this, and we can have it like this. We can have this, and this. No, no, that, no. No, no. I also tried to think of a vegetable check, but I couldn't come up with that. It's a vegetable. This can definitely be way more compact than whatever I'm telling my brain to. So this will power both of those. But what will power you, son? What will power you? So who has the brain cell? I'm kind of in need of the brain cell right now. You will power that one. You will power that one. And you here, and you here, and you here, which means you will power that one. Good. And no. That won't ever work in the history of life. Should I've just kept it the way it was? Am I too stubborn, chat? Well, what is it with Peter Redstone? It's trying to make everything simply compact, you know? Because this has to get done, like, very soon. You're away. And you're perfect. Perfect. So, it all gets chucked in there. Of course it does. So we can get a simple net block, and I mean, it works. It works. Nah, we need to figure this out, man. We need to figure this out. But if we try and make a timer, it's exactly 4 minutes and 1 second. 4 minutes and 12 seconds and 1 tick. But there's gotta be a way to detect whenever these things are empty. Like I know a competitor will solve the issue now, but I'm very unsure on how it will do. Like, I'm not a very smart person, you know? I'm not very smart. Because once it's getting a disk in, it's going to automatically power that and takes it out. It's such a simple thing and I can't think of it. Maybe you? Wait, no, what am I doing? You will just lock that one. I'll work like that. So I will depower that. Cool. Maybe we're onto something. Okay, so we get some redstone in here. But again, this is going to... Let's do this. I don't think this is going to be too much delay. It's gonna put, yeah, it's gonna pull it out exactly. Yep. Exactly know what I wanted to do. Cool. See, now it's permanently powered, which makes this useless. Gonna need something like this in the opposite, in this side. Chat, you got any ideas? It's been hurting my brain forever. I'm trying to think of a game idea which, with the speed, despite not playing Minecraft. Yeah, ideas will come to me when I need them the most. But I mean, once we know the full potential of the spear and what else it will do in the future, you know, I think it will be much easier to come up with whatever it is, because right now they have shown us the future, but they are yet to show us what else it can do. Like, we're still developing the idea to be said like that, you know. What if we do this? We do this and this. Please tell me this will work. No. No. It's completely useless. Sends a signal, that's it. I just want an underwater jousting area to match the shipwreck. I'm really gonna reconsider reinstalling Minecraft. Backward. Do it! Reinstall the game. Join LPM4. It's a really fun server, you know. Highly recommend it. What even do I do? Oh, it looks like something I can shoot through my cables again. No. Yeah, people can be scary. But the thing is, on LPM, we don't have the voice mod. So people can't just come up to you and talk, you know? You can literally play like you're playing single player. But you can just have minimal interaction with people, you know? It's basically up to you. If you want to talk to someone in Discord, you can do it. It's all up to you. Like, I really enjoy making things that brings people together, you know? I think being a past moderator on a server, hosting events and stuff, I really know how good it is for people to connect up, you know? It's really, it's fun for me to see people having fun. That's not the only reason I enjoy game design, okay? Pumpkin patch. Yeah, do what Piglet says. Join us. Do it. I wish I could have a button that would play the sound say, do it. Just do it. People are scary. which is why I'm hiding in a jungle. Hey, I'm hiding in a swamp, you know? My excuse for everything just because scary. When I do it and realize no people are derpy like me. I bet aren't we all derpy, you know? A once famous Minecraft YouTuber sang, everybody derps. Yeah, we all derps around here. I'm one of the non-smart derps. I just realized I made my eyes purple. I kind of forgot they are purple. I'm a purple raccoon. Oh yeah, I just remembered something I need to get to. I'll need to get to that tonight. Darn, I've got so much to do. Okay. Yeah, after the stream I gotta do it. Let me make a date. I'll forget. I'm gonna forget. Forgot. I again ram. By the way, since this since there's more people, I'm gonna interrupt Ram's message. You know, see all those fancy little links, you know, you might wanna check them out, you know. What's it, Ram? What are you looking for? Adobe, awesome. Thanks, Ram. You're awesome too. Okay. Okay, you're not. I take back. I was okay. So I just loaded up my notes and I just realized there's an entire game planned inside of my notes. Notes. Okay, so god dang it. I can't make notes. Autumn got me here. My brain hurts. I need to figure this out, man. I don't know what to do. I don't know what I need to do. I need to add a pulse extender. Look at me being smart. Let's add a pulse extender. Yeah, baby. Look at me. Look at me. So, like this. No. Blooming got the brain cell, yeah. It only took the entire day to figure out this little thing. So, like this, we do this, we do this. We got that like that, and then we can just connect everything up. So, with this pulse extender, meaning this piston, is gonna take a very long time to power up. No. What happened? There's a Discord? Oh. Yeah, there's a Discord. Of course I have a Discord, Ram. Of course, I blew it. You know, I have everything except brains. Okay, so let's press this button. What's intonation? Nabson. Okay, so I do think we need to tweak this a little bit, but this will definitely work. Another one to add to my collection. Yay! I'm part of like 30 something Discord servers, you know, because I'm normal and have an absurd amount of Discord servers. This feels so long for no reason. Loading redstone, being smart, making games, and forget too far to what? So I'm only wait, break or read. I'm the only one wait, I'm only in some, but all the rules are conflicting and spins me out. Well, I can tell you, I have simple rules in my Discord server. Be nice. Okay, please tell me. What happened? Where's the disc? Did it disappear? Oh yeah. Okay, so let's see. Please work. Why aren't you working? Okay, I see. I'm a very kind person already. Most of the time. Me too. Me too. Oops. This didn't work. Why did I think it would work? What kind of rules are conflicting, Rag? Rag? Do you mean random? I just broke a very important thing. Randomly obnoxious. What? Oh. Oh. Took me 500 business days to realize that. Maybe the system is not going to work. Maybe it's not. Blooming lost a brain cell. Yeah, I definitely did. What system? Maybe, whoa, maybe brain just stop being B2B. People tell you to put things in the HR about me and those. I don't even know what's going on or what to do. Yeah, I totally didn't get confused trying to read that. Can I squeeze it in? Can I squeeze it in here? Should be able to. So this. Okay, now we can control. Like the only thing I know about blooming that might conflict would be that we don't share private stuff on servers. And the mods are like you have to send every game and you get yes on servers no vibes and appreciate don't share private stuff. Oh yeah. Me too. Privacy is important. The server tries to dictate my platform and they could just give me a wrong set. How we doing the server? Yeah. Me too. Me too. You know, the only thing I do have on my server that's mandatory is having colors that's correct, you know, because you need to tell the difference between the followers and stuff, and the difference between mods, you know. Yeah, that's a thing. I need to wait. I can't read. My brain just had a stroke, but I need to get like 3 servers in because there's game updates. I don't like knowing what's going on now. Okay. Why are you powered, sir? Yeah, I don't really. We shouldn't really care about people's ages and stuff. Internet safety, yeah. Hmm. Wait, maybe this will work. So, press the button. Oh, there's no disk. Great. Cool. It's playing. So while this is locked, it won't go in. By the way, if you haven't followed, you know, you might want to press that button while we wait for this thing to finish. You know, you might see a really cool, weird, wonky animation of me I made ages ago, you know? You know, I really thought this would work, but realizing that this is locked and won't pull out the thing, which I and ultimately end up in the same issue, you know? Oh, alerts don't work. Hello? Ah. Hi Freya, welcome Ed. We're just doing redstone and waffling about random stuff. How you doing? Just realized my alerts don't work. Yeah, I'm trying to figure out why nothing ever works. Because this will unlock the hopper immediately and will suck out the disk. And I don't think I want that. Oh. Issue. Fantastic. Trying to decide what kind of ghost ship I want to build for Ren's Halloween contest. Oh. I'm not good at redstone. Maybe you can search up some SpongeBob inspired ones, you know? You know? The Flying Dutchman. Isn't that what's one of them called? Oh, it will be flying. Hey, let's go. We love flying ships. Like in Peter Pan, you know? Hmm. Just cracked my back. Remember to hydrate, chat. I need to advance a command. Imagine being old. Yeah. I don't recommend being old. It's bad for your health. Hmm. I'm very confuzzled because I still need to detect. I still need to detect whenever this shuts down. I need someone to fresh side sparks. I can feel the old me joins. Yes. Me too. I wouldn't say 20s. Is old. Zuma gun old. Wait, you're ancient. You're ancient, no way. Prefer collecting. Oh boy. I don't think I don't think I will get this done in time, like yesterday. I have no idea what to do. Imagine being that old, you couldn't be me. Yeah. When I start to uh, get old, and start putting my pants and start getting deaf, just shoot me. I don't want to live like that. I don't want to be old. I'm trying to figure out why nerves don't work, since I'm being very unproductive. Unproductive blooming house, shut up, blooming. Chat, my brain is toast. I really can't hear out of one of my ears at this moment. I don't want to be deaf. Or do you? You know what's the cool thing about being deaf? Do you hear that? Silence. I don't want to be deaf. I love music. I really love music. I can't be deaf. this, to be fair, not hearing everyone's BS would be nice. I can agree. I agree. Hope you guys have fun. I unfortunately can't hang out. Thanks for stopping by. I hope you have a fun time, whatever you're doing. Have a nice day. Whatever those kind words are, I remember. Have fun. Yeah, I need brains. I'm about to search a tutorial on this. How to detect when a jukebox is empty. Give me a second. It probably I'm gonna meet. We'll get you some brains for Christmas. Please. I need it. I'll open up the wiki, you know. Funded by Piglet. I hope it's bread sounds, you know. I don't want any block data. I want there's no tutorials. I don't like this. I keep my brain cell on the wall for in Christmas time. People should be able to find out the skin to check what to do. Dude, there's nothing online. It's got a nice little bow and everything. The issue of me hanging mine is you're just gonna see the wall, nothing else. Just the wall, you know. The potential is gone. Let's do on YouTube how to detect a empty jukebox in Minecraft. What's a magic jukebox? Sponsored by giant microbes? My brain for words, microbes. There's nothing. Hydration, yeah. But it can just detect, don't it?
Tired of manually playing your music discs? Make this automatic jukebox machine to do it for you instead. This dropper here just needs to have a few discs into it, so that when you put one here in the hop...
Oh, yeah, I should probably mute that. Nope. Dude, there should be a way. Left my water bottle downstairs, there's no hydration for me. RIP. Absolute rip in peace. Absolute. I want to ask Spooky, are you free? I need help with red zone. My brain is burned. Wouldn't recommend fighting or what anyway. Was about to head to your place actually. Thanks, I've been at it the entire day. Been at it the entire day. I'll pop over to Zero Pigman. Sweet. Thanks. Spooky. Spooky. I think it's slash plot. How do I give you some permission? How do I give someone from the build on me plot? Okay, cool. Cool. I need to be able to detect when this tube box is empty. So I can pull out the disk. Pull out the disk. At it the whole day. My brain hurts. You mean you want to empty it when the song is over? Yes. And also it should pull out the disk when someone loses. Yeah. I did a piston thing couldn't detect when the box was empty. I think you'd have to match the hopper clock with the disk length. The hopper clock is for the lamp to go down. It's the amount of time they stay on. The box is the game timer. You have a clock for it. Right. Let me check how Tango did it. I grabbed the schematic the other day. Did he use jukebox? May we have a chat with us, party pants, helping us, you know. We're too derp for this. Spooky in the wild habitat. I'm gonna take some of my water. Actually, going to turn on a light. Slurp. We love slurping noises. Dude, I gotta build this in survival when I'm done here. And then I'm gonna have to make like a notes and spreadsheets and stuff before I go to bed. I gotta wake up fresh enough tomorrow for me driving lesson. My name is Blooming. I'm always blooming. Can't rhyme. Yes, I forgot the slime. Whoa. You won't work at all. Have more boo-boos like this. No way, no wonder stuff has been, like, dropping more frequent than they should. Because this stuff been dropping the entire time instead of having a chance to drop. Ah, yeah. That's way more like it. Cool. Shut it off. Shut it off. Shut it off. You're a wizard, Harry. I love how Spooky skin looks like charcoal. Charcoal Spooky. Halloween. Could be an action figure. Charcoal man. Looks odd looking in around. Yeah, I do that too. Look at that. There's a little boy right there. I gotta build him at some point. I love him. I love building me pumpkins. They're fun to build in this game. Really fun. This is the reason I should make the spreadsheet. I can't go any down. You can't see inside of its mouth, you know, it's spoilers. Spoilers. Would Charcoal Man win a fight against Pumpkin Guy? I mean, if I had a child, it would be a jack-o'-lantern. But I'm not sure if they would win a fight. Because if Pumpkin Man has the power of flame, Charcoal Man would have been charcoaled. Hmm. Broken Man versus Pumpkin Guy. Oh boy. He's gonna have to look at me right now. Because my brain cells up there. Look at me face. I'm all purple. By the way, I still haven't found pants. No pants. No brains. No games. Just purple. You and me. Purple. Purple. Purple, right? I was supposed to be blue, and now I'm just a different shade of blue. Purple. Blue. Dude, at some points I gotta cut up my live streams to make little bits of them. You know? There's like, what? 26 VODs I've downloaded that I have to edit up and make bits and stuff. I haven't really been much of an editor. I've just been downloading the VODs and uploading them. Blue is an edible color, isn't it? Yeah, true. Because blueberries ain't blue; they are purple. What is blue that we can eat? I don't know. I mean, water ain't blue. We just depict it as blue because for God knows what reason, it's printed into our brains that the sun is yellow and water is blue. And it makes sense. But you can't eat water unless it's ice and you dye it blue. Blueberries are blue enough to be scary. Blueberries are purple. But you can actually have edible blue things, you know? Wait, that's if blue isn't a real color. Because you can dye water blue and freeze into ice cubes, and then you can eat blue things. Really? I don't think we have any blue foods in Minecraft. Course fruits are not blue. Only blue potions. There's no blue food in this game. Unless you want to count whatever that is on a pufferfish. But blue is scary. I love blue. Blue has a very versatile meaning, and blue is the most common color. That's why it's most people's favorite. But I think whenever you ask someone about their favorite color, it's always going to be depending on the surroundings. You know, if someone's in a dark purple room and you ask them what the color is, their brain's going to see purple and it's like, it's my favorite color. I like that one. I like the color, I just don't like the color when it relates to What bad experiences have you had with blue food? Blue. Dude, my back is aching and I've only been an hour and 20 minutes. There's so much I gotta do to hate life. Hope means deep down one. That doesn't mean no one's here. I can understand how he did it now, roughly. Cool. Can't wait to gain brain cell. Enjoy. Horrible ones. What do you mean horrible ones? You just said there's no blue foods. Now you said that you had horrible experience eating blue stuff. I'm so confused. Super confused. There's blue sweets. But it's not food, it's a sweet. Sweets ain't food. Sweets is just a bunch of sugar, isn't it? And sugar ain't food. Sugar's taste. It's sweetness. Dude, I love streaming. I should do it way more often, you know. Do you not eat sweets? No. I hate candy. Hate sugar. There's no nutritional value in sweets. There's no reason to eat it. Oh yeah, I forgot they were called candy too. Wait, he basically keeps the disc in there till the game is over. When the disc stops playing, the power turns off, and that triggers a win state. When that happens while the game's on, then turns off the game. Or the game gets turned off when the light runs out. Cool, but sometimes eating things for the brain is good, right? But sweets isn't good for the brain. So we need an ant. Okay. For the disk and timer / clock. Dopamine is good. Yeah, in some cases, yeah. You gotta get the dopamine up. I don't think we need that house. Oh, okay. We have a game online. There's one over here. It's just the button. This is that sends the signal, whatever. A lot of people say eating things for just nutrition benefits isn't always a good mindset. Yeah, but it's also being healthy, you know. Food is good. I love food. Yeah, I don't like to do things unless it benefits me in good health. I find food boring. I don't. I love food. I really love cooking. I really love baking and stuff. Food is really a good thing to eat, you know. I'm not too big on candy either, but sweet stuff like cookies, that I can agree on. Like sometimes cookies and cake can go, and like cookies, cake, muffins and stuff. But I do like me some savory stuff, you know, savory muffins and stuff. Bread, I love bread. not too fond of artificial flavors. Me too. Me too. I don't. The worst artificial flavor I've ever had in life was is banana. Banana is the worst artificial thing ever. Food just feels one time at a time. Yeah, I can see why you say it, because food, it takes a lot of time to cook. It takes a lot of time to eat. It's like a lot of people say it's like time wasting. What determines the win condition? I was thinking when you survive a full 5 minutes or the length of the disc. That's why made recent, yeah. Dude, my throat hurts. It feels like I've been talking forever, man. I'm gonna stand up and stretch real quick. The answer in life is always food. Will always be food. I wanted to back a voice, but it's not going to be good. Will hurt my throat. Honestly, the worst artificial flavor is watermelon. Anything watermelon I won't eat. Dude, I can agree 100%. I can agree. But watermelon is sometimes gross. Real watermelon, yeah, real watermelon flavor is good. I really want to try a... We should put watermelon on pizza. We need... Watermelon pizza should be good, man. We should be good. You know, it's been an hour and a half, you know? What do you mean, no? What do you mean, no? I mean, you get people that deep fry watermelon, eat mustard on it. Why not just fry it on a pizza? It's we're having pizza melon. I get why pineapple works on pizza, because the acidity of pineapple balances out some of the saltiness and the sweetness of the pizza. That I can get. But we should try watermelon. We deep fry watermelon. That's a crime. I've seen it. People deep fry it. They literally do. Deep fry watermelon. It's crazy. They say that watermelon and mustard is a really good combo. I haven't tried it, but I don't know how I should feel about it. Because I don't know, you know. Your deep fried watermelon might likely be nice. What? Pineapple is a cold food. Pineapple and pizza I'll accept, but not warm pineapple. I feel like it should be cooked. Dude, I haven't shaved in a bit and I have hair in my mouth. It's annoying. Deep fried hair. Oh god. What's the most absurd food you've eaten? I can list a few of stuff I've eaten. I don't want to deep fry my hair. It just reminded me of... I don't know if you guys ever seen the OG crew on YouTube. They do these weird games and stuff. And eat like can I misrun with... Sure. They had some weird thing about spicy foods and questionnaires and stuff. And then what they did is the loser had to drink a cup of hair. Just imagine drinking a cup of hair. So what if you deep fry it with salt and stuff, you know? And they have a director called Rodney. I can't remember their name, but they are a bass player. And I've watched a video. We eat sheep's head and jellyfish made with eye. In a way, sheep's head is absolutely delicious. With ketchup and ice cream, which I think is very weird. In what sense would that work? You know, how would ketchup work with ice cream? Because how would acidity work with? I mean, I can get it. Sheep head is nice. I agree. When I was younger, a bit younger, I used to eat like pig's legs, like the trotter. The eyes, I don't mess with the eyes. Wait, you guys eat whale? How does it even taste? Reindeer I can get. No. Is whale like tuna? Is it like a red meat or is it white meat like whitefish? I kind of get like the beef of the sea. Oh, so it's if you say beef, so it's red meat like tuna. It's more meat than fish. Interesting, you know. I haven't really explored the meats and stuff, you know, because you know, life and stuff. Not like fish at all, to be honest. Dude, now I really want to try it, and there's no way I can get it here. Like, I've had chicken legs before. They really taste nice if cooked well. You guys want to hear what I've eaten before? You know, you might hate me for this. I have eaten cat meat before. I've eaten cat meat. It was totally an accident. We had no idea it was cat. Also, if you get like an old whale, it tastes more like omega-3 fish oil. And not nice, but a good piece of whale meat is good. You tried frog legs? Nice. No, I've never tried frog legs. It's a cat good. Well, with starters, it didn't taste like any cat. So you want to hear the story about me eating cat? Want to hear a story? Let me just take a sip of water first. Give me a second. So, when I was younger, we used to live in someplace else, and there's this place that sold absolutely delicious samosas, or like Azumas's samosas, and we've eaten a lot of it for a very long time. It was really delicious. And I want to say a few weeks later, we learned that the guy owning the shop, like supplying the meat and stuff, paid kids to hunt cats, and they made the samosas out of it, or samosas, out of the cat meat. Won't ever unknow that, you know? Won't ever. Never, ever, ever. I've eaten cat. Yeah, like the guy paid kids to hunt cats and he made samosas out of it. If you don't know what samosa is, let me bring up an image. Um, can I just do this? And it should be, what is it? It's this one. Yeah, it's that. So you can't see what's inside that thing. Oh, you can't see what's inside. So unknowingly we ate that thinking it was chicken. Yeah. Oh, what? I broke things. I broke things. It's fixed now. I mean, I only have a few things I actually eat. But everything outside of those very things sounds horrible. True, but it's good to explore your palate. It's good. Because you might discover some flavor you didn't even think of existing. It might be delicious to you, you know? When you have a wide variety palette, a wide varied palette, you will be able to make it taste better, you know? You know when to add umami, salt, sweetness, or all those kind of flavors into food. Instead of having one boring salty dish, you know, to balance out everything per tongue, you know? It's really good to explore those things, you know? Like, it's always like people are like, yeah, I don't like this food, you know, but have you tried it? Have you actually tried and dissect the food and think of what it's made actually, you know, like mushrooms? How many people just like mushrooms, you know? It's more water than anything else. Mushrooms are really delicious, you know? It's really about, like, it's the same with music, you know? Oh no, I don't like bell music, you know, but you haven't really listened to what um to what they mean, you know, if you know the meaning behind it. Same with art. We see a lot of art these days, like people pouring sand on their head, or people walking in mud, or in nails, or splatting ketchup mustard on the wall, and it's like, yeah, art, but do we know the meaning behind it, you know? Every art has meaning, you know? Every game has meaning. If you just look a little bit more deeper into things, I think we'd need to be a lot more, I don't know, what's the word, accepting? No, not accepting, not the word. We need to be a lot more open-minded about things. I don't like the texture of mushrooms. I'm just awkward like that. I get it, you know? I do. Like, once you're used to a certain taste, you don't wanna do things. I really like to explore my palate. It's a good thing. Taste all kind of things, you know? We gotta be curious. If it wasn't for curious minds, we wouldn't have anything we have today, you know? It's all about this, the drive to be, the drive to discover new things and to be creative. If none of that happens, if nothing like that ever happened, none of us would exist. I wouldn't exist, you know? Curiosity kills the cat. It really hates it. Dude. Earlier, I joined Puka's stream, and he was playing VR game, and someone came in chat talking about, do I have to work at a cemetery, you know? And I just said, if you're a necromancer, you can do unboxing videos. And I accidentally almost, you know, made the person not stop laughing. What's so funny? Dude, I love dark humor. Like cats. I love black cats. We're one of the best things ever. But just like little voids, you know. Yum. Maybe we should all be less curious. That's what I'm learning. I mean, curiosity is good, you know. I really think it's good. Sometimes it's not good, you know, like everything, too much of a certain something is bad for you. You know. But curiosity is good. Learning new things is good, you know. Like, but you see this raccoon here, you know, was scared of driving. I've had 2 driving lessons, you know, and I absolutely love driving now. What was it? Saturday? I had a lesson, and I was driving around, you know, having fun, and just realized the hour was over, and I got so sad. I really enjoyed it. I have another lesson tomorrow as well. I can't drive. Well, I couldn't, but now I can, and I don't regret not knowing how to, you know. I've had 5 and I hate it even more. Can't drive. When, to be fair, it will probably depend on the situations, you know. I wouldn't be always driving, you know. I'd rather walk or drive a bike instead, you know. Well, I say bike, like bicycle, you know. I'm not a big fan of driving as well, but I've been really enjoying it. Hey, look, it's raining. Dude, I still can't get over a random knocking that happened last night, you know? Like, dude. It was scary as heck. Like, earlier that day, I made a joke about my front door. Sounding like one of the doors in Phasmophobia. And then at midnight, I hear this random knocking on the windows. Like, what? I couldn't sleep. I think I slept at like 3-4 hours last night. I don't recommend. I really don't recommend. I used to want to learn to drive, but I just can't. Maybe in another lifetime, or maybe later in life. You could remember, you're gonna need to be able to drive at some point in life, you know. And driving is like riding a bicycle, you know. It's pretty like it's a thing you learn one time and will always like know for the rest of your life, you know. Oh boy. Dude, this is coming together with Spooky Smartest. I have no idea what he has done right now. I can't. If my eyes get stuck, I'll probably run over something over. Destined to forever be a passenger. Okay, I can tell you that I'm not the most observant person in life, you know? I always like... I don't observe very much, you know? I've been... what's the word? Negligence? What's that word, you know? I neglect a lot of things. I would not look in my mirror, for instance, and just drive off without seeing a car passing me or something, you know? But... you know? There will be a day I just run over a cat and, you know, maybe eat it, you know? Nom. So what I'm seeing here is from those get shot, get power, this also powers that. Sensor signal. Oh, with sensor signal down. Okay. I get it. Destined to always be a passenger. My eye fixate on something and it's like being zoned out. But I'm still aware of what's going around me. I just can't move my eyes, and unfortunately that's unavoidable. I give that to sometimes when I lock eyes on something. But unlike you, I disregard the entirety of surroundings around me, you know? When I get zoned out and fixate on something, I'll stare at that thing like this and just forget everything around me, you know? It has happened a few times when I'm on stream, where I just fly around aimlessly and just look at something like that, staying like that, you know? It's happened a few times. So much of the stuff I need to build, you know? I don't... It's too much. It's very awkward to be having a conversation, then having my eyes get stuck zone and not being... You know, not being able to focus on a conversation because your brain is focusing on something else, rather, you know. I think I get it. It does happen to me too, but it's not as bad as one would say. Like, it happens constantly and stuff. It's pretty sparse, you know. It can be annoying at times, I can agree. Did I put this here? I think I might have, I can't remember. It's the hokey spokey. It isn't something that typically disables people from driving, but you have to jump through so many hoops to potentially be denied anyway. There's no point in my opinion. Yeah, I get it, yeah. I mean, there's always something like Uber and stuff, you know. We're lucky to live in the age where stuff like that's ease of access. Like back in the day, you had to walk out or taxi and stuff. I'm back. Walking requires no socializing. Yeah. I am a introvert extrovert, you know. I'm most of the time I'm an introvert, but when it comes to something like streaming or talking in front of people, I turn into an extrovert. But most of the time I'm introverted. I'm in the house. I don't like going out and partying and stuff. I play me games and I'm happy. Ambivert. It sounds like you best spelled Bambivert. That sounds pretty extroverted. I'm also just I'm just also mute. Talking is okay, you know. Though I really talking is sometimes good, you know. But you know, there's times where I wake up as like, I don't feel like talking today. You know, just put on my music and do my things. You know, today was supposed to be an art stream, but I couldn't get myself to be creative today. Want to do a bit of painting. But, you know, that's non-existent. Oh wait, does this work when you put in multiple items at once? Yes. Thanks for helping Spooky. I can't spell Spooky. Dude, he's running cats and dogs. I should go take my pot outside. I'm kidding. I think talking is good. I just can't. A lot of people say they hate talking sometimes, but imagine not being able to talk. Yeah, I agree. Yeah, like deaf people, they have a form of communication, they can't talk. I wonder if they sometimes suffer from the same thing. Some extroverts do, like public speaking, because it's not the number one fear of a human is like speaking in front of a lot of people or with people and stuff. I wonder if people that is deaf also have that fear of talking, even though they communicate using a different way than us, you know? Like I do realize I have fear of being bullied because the way they are, you know, there's always that fear, you know. People tell me, oh yeah, just learn sign language. Most of all don't know sign language anyway. So I'd be back at the same issue. I got selected because sucks to so bad. I want to talk and then can in theory talk, but just don't work. Yeah, I feel I do. Yeah. Hi again, Ram. Welcome back. How you doing? Start game. I love how Spooky labels the things. I don't. I should have used a bunch of different wall colors here, but you know, it's easier to get smooth stone. Snake. I still need to change the sequence because what I want here is, to be honest, it's good enough. You know, you can still get around. When this is gone, you only have to front of yeah. Why make it easier for yourself when you can just suffer? That's true. Why do I need to buy a bowl of milk if I can get the cow for, you know? Piglets. Most protein. Why do I keep reading everything? Whenever I'm in a group like there's like, let's say 3 people, I go silent and just listen to people like we're a podcast, you know. That's why when we're in VC, I just mute my mic and just type in our mic. I believe it's a type of anxiety disorder, right? Yeah, we need to think where we're going to build this monstrosity. It's an anxiety disorder. Yeah. Dude, this is so much more complex than I would ever do. One side effect of autism as well. Interesting. there's like a lot of like misleading information about ADHD and autism online, like these weird doctors and stuff on TikToks and stuff, you know. Like if you do this, you might have autism, or this is 10 signs of having this or that, you know. It's kind of Piglet doesn't speak English. They speak in bread. Like I can look the same, but nothing different terms. Ruby. Autism and social situations are very strange. Whereas non-verbal, which is very different from selective autism. Or, do, 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 do. Do, 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 do. Let's open game 1. This always confuses me that it isn't taught in school. I did on some like one. Yeah, I agree. If they want to like teach you like different stuff, you know, well, why not teach you the important stuff, you know? This is start game with sensor signals. Place this a sensor signal which powers the sensor signal through here. B powers this. That's an AND gate. Oh. I can't see what's going on. Going non-verbal isn't really a thing, but being non-verbal is more permanent, while selective mutism is more situational. Many things I could be wrong. Paul Bloom is getting a lesson of autism. I don't mind. I'm getting more knowledge. It's a spectrum, but there's a main syndrome, but people feel like a different. Well, what is that word? Intensites. It's a kind of thing, so it could be taught. It isn't. Like everything looked into autism doesn't seem to cause, which makes me cause autism self anything. Now let's turn when the desk runs out or the alarms go off. It'll turn off the game, which grabs the desk out of the box. Sweet. Sweet, thanks, Spokey. Dude, I've missed so many bad messages. What the heck? That's why there's an argument when someone's it's not one thing, but that's so bad. I just looked at what Tango did I replicate it. See, I wanted to figure out on me and let's is never good. What some symptoms are really dumb? The words. I can't say these big words, man. So it's going to be the outside, I guess. The front. It's going to be the barrel or something it just spins in. Guys, I've lost the plot. I'm no longer interested in building a rest set anymore. I'm obsessed with reading chat now. How to build things. I'll eat half. Chat, remind me of how we chat, remind me of how we got started on this conversation. I kind of forgot. I'm confused. What's going on, man? Autism usually be split between asparagus. Are you talking about the vegetable asparagus? What? I don't like the term whatever it cast preference. I think we should have a pizza. Yeah, we should add watermelon on the pizza. Definitely. What if we have a pizza fruit party, you know? What if we make pizzas, but we add toppings like every type of fruit on pizza? Like one pizza is strawberry, one pizza is kiwi, one is banana, one is watermelon, one is melon, one is... A sweet's got kiwi and banana, I think. The sweet's got kiwi and banana. You just make that pizza. You just don't make that pizza on Italians. I like kiwi, it's green. Kiwi is a great fruit, you know? Except when it's gold. What do you mean? Except when it's gold. I'm so old, I got Asperger's. Oh, that is too old as I get upgrades on next year. Oh. Love kiwis, but kiwis doesn't love me. Oh, or is it acidity in the kiwis? Does anyone else have a scheduled time to eat? I always eat dinner at the exact same. I eat whenever I start to shake. Officially, I've had all my diagnostics, even when customers symptoms. I'm blue. We only eat when we're hungry. I got no concept of hunger, yeah. I mean, food is good, but sometimes you forget to eat. Okay, any last messages? Because I'm about to bounce. I got some things to do. I've got to eat. I've got to take a bath. I've got to do things. Dude, I love curry. Have you ever had banana on curry? Yeah, banana on curry. It's like when you have a super hot curry and you just put banana on it. What do you mean? It's delicious. Banana curry. Put them torches away. It's just banana. I think you probably shouldn't. What do you mean? What do you mean? Just try it for once. Banana curry and something sweet like jam on top of it. What do you mean, revolution? A cat's blooming. They have sinned against the curry gods. Have you guys? I don't know if you guys have cheese spreads where you guys live, but if you ever had cheese spread on a sandwich with apricot jam on, um, yes, it's like a sandwich topping, sandwich spread. I don't like cheese or curry because I just cut a slice. No, no. It's different. Let me. Yeah, we got like little pots. My favorite one is the bottle one. Let me show you. That's Minecraft. Give me such American one for now. Like I promise you, I'm not American. It's not showing. Anyway, what other food combos do I kind that I enjoy that you guys might hate? Have you ever had ketchup and lettuce on a sandwich? We got ham, cheese, bacon, cheese, shrimp cheese, and all 4-hour packed bread and just. I accept lettuce and mayo, but not ketchup. I don't like mayo. Mayo is awful. An absolute abomination. In what way? Like, is it is it like artificial flavors, or is it can't you handle the acidity in it? It don't taste like tomatoes. To be fair, yeah, it does. It doesn't taste like tomatoes. It's just sugar. I mean, I like me some ketchup sometimes, especially on a lettuce sandwich. The ketchup, like, nobody likes ketchup or condiments in general. Just don't like tomatoes. Mayo is delicious. I don't like mayo. It's awful. It smells. Have you ever had a lemon meringue pie? I want to say pie. It's like a tart, lemon meringue. If I show you an image. It's like a pie. It's made of egg whites and some weird custardy thing. Still love. Do you? I hate this. I hate the eggy smell of the white on the pie. It's awful, man. I hate it. It smells like I'm eating mayo without the acidity in it. It's horrendous. There's nothing worse than a lemon meringue pie. No, well, chocolate's another discussion because I hate the taste of chocolate. No, I don't. It's awful. It's absolutely awful. There's nothing worse than that, you know? Boom, I think we'd be able to share a dinner. Well, guys, it's been 2 hours and like 13 minutes. My back is aching. I'm tired. I have stuff to get done, so I'm gonna send you guys over to someone else because I need a break. I wouldn't go one step near blooming. Yeah, I'm just gonna select a random streamer, you know. I'm just gonna send you over. See you guys. Thanks for being here. Bye.